Hello. Well, let me get my yeah, there we go. Hello and welcome to another stream. Dude, I'm so sick. I'm so sick. But I didn't want to uh not stream. So today is gonna be a very short stream, probably like 20 minutes or something. I don't know. Hello. How's it going? How's it going? And well, let me say hi to Miho. Cheese guy is over here. Flarier and well, Cheesy VR. What's up? How's it going? Um, so yeah, it's supposed to be like the first stream since like it's gonna be a little bit different from the other ones, and yeah, it's supposed to be like an update of what I've done in the week. But I've been so sick, so sick, uh, since the last stream basically, and I thought at this point I would be like fine, but it's whatever, it's whatever. So let's see. What did we have that is new? Because I was recording some stuff for the the video that I'm going to release probably next week, and the thing is, I um I haven't I haven't stopped recording. Like I haven't finished recording yet. But I think I will stop or like I'll finish recording soon. So let's get in here. Notion. And what I've done through the whole week is just like two things. But those things are like complicated. So it does make sense that it took me a while to just make two tasks in Notion. And GCVR, you say? I just made a breakfast sandwich, so I'm gonna be eating while watching. Well, enjoy the sandwich, dude. Enjoy it. And Faye's here. What's up? You say, wish you a good recovery, Romanculus. Well, thank you very much, Faye. Thank you very much. And how are you? How's it going? Um, yeah, so it's basically like just these two tasks. So spells architecture. I changed the way the spells work. Like in the backend. So I'd like to show you a little bit of what the structure of the spells are. And also, I've made like spells remake. Do you remember that last week we were talking about like making a remake of all the spells? Dude, I want to show you the new spells because they're very nice. I think you're gonna like them. So yeah, let's go in here and let's go to game. Let's reload this. I think it's gonna take a while because since I was recording, I have my like I just have the scene and the game over there like in the screen, but I have on the other screen all the other things that are part of Unity. So yeah, let's press play and dude, everything has been going very wrong. Like the I can't see the chat or anything. Well, there it is. Okay, at least we have internet, so that's fine. And Faye, you say doing good. Well, I'm very glad. And Milo, you say chat is breakfast today. Dude. And GCVR, you say I think I remember. Small lag for a second. And Nick is over here. What's up, Nick? Welcome to the stream. How's it going? You say stream not loading for me. Well, nones. Is it too bad? Like, is it a slideshow level? And GCVR, you say probably what just me. Cheesy say my stream loading with no problem. Yeah, I wasn't lying. Like I thought, I thought, or at least if I saw like I don't know myself in third person saying I'm sick, like I wouldn't have believed it because it's just 1 week since I said I'm going to stream less. So I would have thought this dude just doesn't want to stream. So I wanted to like stream today. So like I'm just fucking dying over here. And Flyer, you say you should actually make a video explaining the updates. You did rather than doing it live for live. You should ask us for our opinion and stuff, which you wanna ask us to develop your game. Um, yeah, that's another option, but I like the being live and like being able to like I don't know if you want to like enter the live, like join the live and tell me something like mm, whatever you'd like to, or I can like we can have a conversation instead of like just being a comment, and then I can try things the same moment that you asked me, you know. So I think I do like that part of like being live. Um, but yeah, videos wouldn't be a bad idea. But it's just that whenever I do a video, I like take a lot of time just doing it. Okay, so new spells. Let's press play over here. And what is happening? I don't know what is happening. Entity. It might be that, yeah. Since I was recording on a previous version, on a very old version of the game, like 3 months ago or something, for the video, it might be that I have to restart this probably. So let me close Unity real quick. Let me open it again. Yeah, over here. Let me get this over here. Yeah, because it might be just that. I don't think the project just broke. I think it's just that I was in a such an older version that everything like just broke. And Nikki say yes, so we can complain right in your face without you being able to escape. Yeah, that's exactly why we have to have at least one live a week. And Flyer, you say, well, I see your point, but also try making videos, and you haven't started uploading shorts. Yeah, because I haven't started uploading shorts just because I want to like finish the video that I'm working on right now, and it takes a lot of time. I forgot how much time it takes to make a video, or at least for me. But yeah, as soon, dude, I promise, as soon as we get the next video out, I'm going to start uploading shorts. And here we go. Is it running now? Is it fine? Oh, okay. I think it might be on settings. If I go mouse sensitivity, I think this is like tweaked super weirdly because of like changes in the input system. I don't really know what I'm seeing over here. Let's do video graphics. Field of view is set to 0. That might be the problem. Yeah, that's it. Let's do 90. Uh, Here we go. There we are. Yeah. They really have to put the capitals. So, how close the signal is. Okay, there we go. So here, what do we have? I haven't changed the spell icons because it takes a while to make the icons. So I'm going to make the icons once I have uh, everything like done. You know, like once I know these are gonna be the spells, I'm gonna like redo the spell icons. But yeah, we have what are the new spells? I think, well, this one is like the one that you have seen. This is not new. I still have to change the projectiles being like the trails of them being generated like from random positions, so they look a little bit weird. But let's go with the first new spell. It's a fire one, and it only gives you 3 charges. I know it looks exactly the same, but it's a I promise you it's a different spell. Let me go to some enemies so I can actually like show you what the spell does. Because I've actually like stole this from another game. I don't know if you know Dragon Marked for Death. It was like recommended me for um well, the last video that I did about this game, or well, the only one. A person said like you should check Dragon Marked for Death, and I just stole a spell from that. Okay, so this is the way it works. You cast a spell, and it's going to like basically go through everything. But the cool thing about it is that it's gonna grow after like 0.5 seconds. Like it grows, you know? So you have to like time it correctly to affect as much enemies as you can. You know, it doesn't give you that many charges. So that's the thing about this spell. Like it's powerful if you know how to use it, because you can reach a lot of people or a lot of enemies if you time it right. But if you don't, it's gonna be not that powerful, you know? So yeah, if I cast it over here, like if it's a line, like yeah, you can get a lot of enemies damaged, and it doesn't really like have a limit of how many enemies you can damage. It's just it goes away very shortly, like in a very short time, and there's still like a lot of tweaking that I should do, so this doesn't become like super overpowered, but it doesn't deal that much damage. It's just to make sure that you can deal like that you can affect with fire a lot of these enemies. And yeah, for example, if I throw it here, yeah, it is fine. But if you throw it a little bit from a little bit further back, it's gonna have a longer, like a better effect. Just because like it's gonna grow after 0.5 seconds. Let me put the chat back. Yeah, is it freezing? Is the stream freezing? I have good internet too. Plant flare. Yeah. So that's it. That's the first one. I've also made something like I think you'll very uh, you'll really like, which is now the electricity spell is like better, straight up, like just better. Because now the way it works is as it should have worked in the first place. You fire one of those, and it's gonna like teleport or like jump from one enemy to another. You can actually like see if I make the game, if I pause the game or like make it slow motion, you can actually see this jumping from one enemy to another. So yeah, there you go. And it's like super quick because it's like lightning, you know? So you shouldn't be um like seeing it go from one enemy to another, but there is a little bit of a delay just so I can like play sounds at different pitches, and it like you can tell there's like a delay. Um yeah, it's actually one of my favorites because it's very efficient, or like very nice for dealing with flying enemies, because they are not that easy to reach with the other spells, or at least not as good. I'm still in face internet. And the Steam page coming up, also a longer romanticize. The Steam page is, well, I just set up the bank. Like I don't know if I told you, but yeah, let me have the this over here. Um, so yeah, I just set up. I had so many problems setting up the bank, but now it's there. Like I'm using Wise, which is like kind of an international bank. Like you can set it up, and it's like a bank that like gives you like basically the numbers that you need to like set a like a US bank. Like it gets recognized as a US bank. So I should be doing that today, and I don't know how long it will take me, because to like do the full setup, because I have to do like assets, I have to like do the descriptions, I have to like put a bunch of text, like a lot of things that I have to do yet. Um, but it is there. Like I'm progressing, and I'm in the process that I have paid the fee. Like I paid the $100 that I have to pay to put the game on Steam. Also, I have the name, and I am sure I think you may like it, but you're gonna hate it for at the same time for some reason. It is Mega Mage. And I think you're gonna hate it because it has Mega Vonk. But I think it's like super cool because this is my thought process about this name. Mega Mage is short. Mega Mage is easy to say, like wishlist Mega Mage. Mega Mage is super easy to remember. The only downside is that Mega, like the Mega word, like I know it's not, um, like it just doesn't come from Megavonk, but it is like, yeah. If you think about Mega, like you're gonna think about Megavonk. You hate it. Yeah, so I think it is not going to be like the name of the game. I think the main like purpose of it is like, can you remember it, and is it like easy to like search in Steam? Because like ultimately it doesn't have a lot to do with what the game is, which in this case it does. Like it's a Mega Mage. Like you're gonna be getting progressively like better and better as a mage, and like getting new spells and stuff. So like, you're gonna be like the become the mega mage, you know. But at the same time, like it's uh, just a name. Like it has to be easy to remember, like it's easy to say, and like easy to search up. Omega mage. Well, that's not bad either. Omega mage. But I wouldn't know how to justify it in the story. Um, but yeah, that's one of the other spells, like the electricity spell. Um, let's see. Let's go defeat another like wave and get to use the other spell because actually I think from all of the spells, I think the one that I like the most is this one. It's just like very very nice, very efficient if you know how to use it, and you like have to time it right. So it has a bit of like challenge to it, you know. Yeah, this is the one that I like the most, but visually, I really love the one that I'm going to show you right now. So yeah, this is gonna be or this is the last spell that I added this week, and is the Arcane Spear. It's not ready yet because I have to create um and this only give you one charge. It's not ready yet because I still have to make it apply a state that doesn't exist or a status that doesn't exist in the game yet. But the thing about this spell is that when you want to deal a lot of damage to some enemies, you're going to use this spell, and it's like easy to cast enough that you can like quickly cast it. So here it goes. And dude, that the sound effect, I just love it. I really love it. I hope you love it as much as I do. Uh, because yeah, it's like a spear, and if you throw it towards the ground, for example, it's gonna get there. You know, like it doesn't go away. It just gets there. It's super. Oh shit. Well, it's super. Let me show you. Over here, for example, if I put it there, like you can tell it. It is like getting in the ground. You know. And the sound effect is like super nice. I think I very it's the one that I've liked the most, like in terms of how it looks, how it sounds, and yeah. But let me try it. Let me try it one more time. And yeah, you say you call amazing, amazing, or omega mage, the major, as in The Witcher, and cheesy VR. You say I'm gonna leave stream. I'll be back though. I'll see you. Well, if I'm still streaming, like I'll welcome you back. And Nick, you say I will rewatch the stream at a later time because I'm not focused on you at all. Okay, that's fine. What are you doing now, Nick? Are you playing Ultra Kill? Um, okay, yeah. So this is the new spell, and why can't I? Oh, there we go. I think I have set up on the yeah. There are so many things messed up because casting direction sensitivity is gonna be 88. There we go. That's why I was wondering why I'm having so many problems casting these spells. But yeah, if you want to deal with one enemy at a time, like it's a nice enough spell. Like it's not going to deal with them in one shot. It's not gonna one shot them, but it's still like super powerful. Uh, yeah, that's about it. It's also going to make it so it applies another status that doesn't exist in the game yet. But that status is going to make them the ones that have that's the entities that have that status applied, they are going to receive more damage basically. So yeah, that's it. And yeah, that's basically what I've done in terms of like new spells. You have the Arcane Spear, which is very cool, very nice, and it's mostly for when you want to deal with one or two enemies at a time, uh, and like deal a lot of damage. This is the spell that deals the most damage out of all of them. You have the fire spell, which if you time right, you can deal like you can like harm everyone over here. So it becomes your new range. Also, I didn't like talk about the other one that I have done, because you have seen this one. This is the mine spell, and I added some sound effects too, so it's not like unpolished. But there we go. I also like that one too, but I don't know. I'm like super like thrilled to have the other ones in the game, and I think the sound effects, like the extra sound effects, actually make it be a lot better. Yeah, so that's it. And for the ones that like would like to like know, like this is it, like that's what I've done so far this week. But for those of you that would like to like see what I've worked on like in the backend, because there are a lot of things that I've worked on in the backend that are not really like part of the game. It's just like how it works on the backend. I would also like to show you, because it's very nice, I think, and I would like to like uh, make sure you watch that. So here we have. Yeah, let me put this over here. Uh, I'm gonna. Should I close this? Yeah, let me put this over here. I'm gonna put the scene over there. Put my game over here. There we go. Okay. So now in terms of like structure of how spells work, now I have like three things. So let me open the scriptable objects. Uh, uh, um, yeah, now there is a thing called owned entity. So yeah, I'm gonna open everything that's related to this, and let me geek out with you about like what how's it working like in the backend. And Nick say cousin came over. Alrighty. Well, enjoy the hangout with your cousin. ADHDing all around the place. Awesome, awesome. And Miho say, yeah, I'm doing the same as Nick. I'm doing stuff right now. That's fine. Cheesy say, same with me, but I can sort of understand what's happening here. I'm installing trip pins to coupler on my train. Well, dude, if you can, like, Joe, turn in well, share whip, or well, whatever channel you'd like to. I would like to see what you're working on, because it's always very nice to see when you work on your like your trains and like model uh like the miniatures. I think that's how you call them. That's very interesting to see. And Faye say, is that a healing spell too? No, it's not a healing spell. It's just like a damage spell. There's no healing to it. And yeah, please, someone cast healing on me, please. Right, 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 up, left, left, left. Yeah, you have one extra right and one extra left, but that is a spell. Okay. So let me open everything that's related to this. So on scriptable objects, I have three new things. On entity, projectile data, spell data, and yeah, that's basically it. So now the way I'm structuring stuff is everything is like anything that you're going to be using as it doesn't matter if it's a spell, an effect, a projectile, is going to be an owned entity. So an owned entity is just going to be like specifying, okay, what is this thing? No matter what it is, a projectile, spell, effect, whatever. Who owns this? Like who casted this? Who made this appear? So whoever makes this appear is going to like be the owner. So I specify the owner team, and that makes it super easy. So I can like have a can't harm entity. When I have like projectiles, I can ask, okay, if it has been casted by the player, then the player shouldn't be harmed by this. Vice versa, if this spell was casted by an enemy, then other enemies, the enemy that casted it, shouldn't be harmed by it. But if it's a different entity, then it should. And Big Puma is over here, says hi. What's up, Big Puma? Welcome to the stream. How's it going? So yeah, now it's like super separated. And the thing that I'm doing over here is just basically I have my own entity data, and this is what I had previously. Everything was a spell. Um, so I had over here, yeah, let me go into the spell data because I've separated uh, things into the spell data, the owned entity data, and I have the projectile apart, like in a third piece. So yeah, basically the spell data, the only thing that does is specify, okay, what is the arrow combination that I have to cast to select the spell? What is the owned entity data? What is that I'm going to be spawning when, or like what is the entity that is associated with the spell? Um, the type of casting, like it can be like different casting, but it's basically, is this a projectile? Is this going to be an area of effect? Is this going to be immediate activation, or is this going to be target lock, which is like something that is going to be relevant in the future, but not now. Yeah, it's also going to like say, okay, how many uses I'm going to give to the player when it selects it. What is the mana cost to recast it? Can the player recast this spell? So all of these things are only for the spells, like only relevant to spells. So I separated them into their own like structure, And Big Boom, I say, good. How about you? Well, I'm very glad you're good. I'm personally, well, I'm feeling like fine overall, but I'm super sick. I don't know if you can tell my voice, but I'm very sick. And yeah, that's basically it. Like I've separated this in the spell data, and I have the projectile data that only carries speed, the pierce power, how many times I can go through enemies before impacting, and normally all of the spells, or most of the spells, are have a 0 of pierce power. So that's gonna mean that on impact with an entity, they're just going to like disable, you know. And also I have only spawns particles on last impact. That's also a thing for like knowing how this projectile is going to work. And yeah, this is inheriting from owned entity data. So it's the projectile is like a special type or an extension of the own entity data. And in the entity data, I have the name, I have the icon, the ID, I have things like the status that is going to apply to entities when it comes in contact with them. I have the prefab, like the actual thing that I'm going to spawn when I use the spell. I have the particle prefab, like what is going to show up as a particle when it impacts or triggers or whatever. That's my particle basically. I have audio, like everything else that is not like it's just general information is handled in here. So yeah, my own entity data is just making sure that it doesn't like harm the same entity that has casted this. So yeah, that's it. It basically took a lot of time because if you can see over here, it's uh very small. But if you can see here, I've made every single like spell that existed and the new ones into these new like data structures. Uh, so they are organized differently, a little bit more separated, but ultimately it's gonna be like more like easier to deal with and like easier to like know which thing has casted whatever, so that's it. That's all of the changes that I've made so far this week, and hopefully next week I'll be like able to like do a deep dive on other thing. And probably next week is going to be about like new statuses, interactions between statuses, and probably bug fixing to get to version beta 2.2. So that's it basically. So yeah, I think I'll leave it here. Like I've said everything that I wanted to say uh so far, and I think when I'm a little bit more uh like better in terms of health, I'll do like a proper like deep dive on anything else. If you have any like feedback or whatever, you can like just type it in here, or leave it on the Discord, and I'll check it out whenever. I'll check it out, and I'll reply. And Nick, you say, yeah. So that is if it. Thank you for joining, guys. Really appreciate it. And I'll see you next time, next week. Hopefully, I'll be better. And I'll talk about what I've done there during the week, you know? So yeah, that's it. Thank you for joining. Bye bye. Take care. And if you want to like say anything about the game or any ideas, like in Discord. That's it. Bye bye. Take care.